Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show! I am your host, Andrew Illy, and this is the ball of motherfucking trout, man. It is. Thank you very much for joining me wherever you are around the world. Wherever you are, you silly motherfuckers. This is episode 25, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me once again. And man, where do I begin, honestly? I'm still recovering, man. I'll be honest with you guys. It's been, 4 or 5 days since Carlton lost against Collingwood. Oh, man. I can't tell you how deep that one cut. Not just because it's Collingwood. Honestly, I really couldn't give a fuck that it's it's them. It's more about Carlton now. And the way we just absolutely fucked this up. I mean, man, I don't even know where to begin and where to start. I really don't. I haven't planned any notes or anything. I've put down a few things that I wanted to speak about, but I really didn't know how I was going to lead into talking about it because it still hurts, man. It fucking hurts. And I don't know how long I'll take to get over it, but let's see. We'll go through a little bit of it. There's a few, overall in the season, man, the Blues, everyone knows deep down, if you're a Carlton supporter, if you're just a supporter of footy, or if you barrack for another team, everyone knows that the Blues should be in finals. Should be. But we did everything that we could not to be in finals. And I was saying this all the last 5 days to everyone I spoke to about it. It was literally harder to not make finals in the position we're in. It was impossible, virtually impossible not to make it. We just needed to win one game in that last 4, and we lost all 4. If you could say to someone 5 weeks ago, Carlton's going to lose 4 in a row to end the season, man, there's no way. There's absolutely no way anyone would have said yeah. And that slight percentage, they're fucking dreaming. But it happens, man. It just happened. And, man, there's so many things that really pissed me off. But on the flip side, there's a lot of positives as well. Let's get through the negatives first. We were 8-2 to start the season. 8 wins, 2 losses. And we're not playing finals. How do you fuck that up? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm not going to use this as an excuse because there's really no excuse. But there's a reason that the squad was so interrupted, and that was because of injuries. And we got hammered all season long. And no one can dispute that. I think we used the most players in the whole AFL, along with Eagles as well, because of their COVID situation. But that's ridiculous, man, if you want to make finals. It's very tough stuff. But we always said next man in, next man up. Just didn't work out. The last month of the season was horrific. We lost that 4 in a row, like I said. And there were so many goalless quarters along the way in those 4 games. And man, you just can't win footy games without kicking a goal in a quarter. Which brings me to the Carlton-Collingwood game. We'll get to that. The last month has killed our season. Starting games. Here's a fact for you. I went back and had a look at this. In the last 6 games of the season, Carlton did not kick the first goal of a game. And man, some of you might not think that's much, but I'll tell you now, If you kick the first goal of the game, it settles a lot of nerves. You get comfortable, and mentally and emotionally, you're invested in the game like that. And it gives a positive attitude towards the rest of the game. You start well. It's all about starting well. And man, 6 weeks in a row, couldn't kick the first goal. Lost 4 of those games, man. The last 4. Crazy stuff. And finishing your chances when you get them. I mean, we'll get to the Carlton Collingwood story because missing chances and the Melbourne game the week before, it's the same thing. Same thing, man. It was literally harder to lose these games, especially the Collingwood one because we were 24 points up at 3/4 time. Like that, I mean, I don't know. We were in the top 8 every single week till the last minute of the season. The last minute of the season, man. It's devastating. It's gut-wrenching. My soul's been ripped out, and back-to-back weeks we lost when we should have won. I don't know, man. I don't know. But there's a lot of positives as well. We're much better than last season and previous seasons. I do honestly believe, and I've said this on the podcast, we were close to being a top 4 side, and at one stage I believed we could go all the way. And I fucking stand by that, man. I know how good these players are and how good of a team they are. I don't regret saying it, even though we're not in finals. I don't think that really tells the whole story of the whole situation. Inexperience, yes. And they're going to learn from this, hopefully. There's two things that can happen from this kind of situation that we're in, the Blue Baggers. One, we can just put our heads down and mentally capitulate. Seriously, just like dismantle ourselves. Or we use this as fuel and motivation for next season, and that hunger will become stronger and we'll fight till the death for that opportunity to make finals. I'm going to go with that based on the talent and the culture that is built in this club this season, especially with Michael Voss, which is another positive. Vossi, unbelievable, man. I really give him credit for this team. We're gonna learn a lot of things, man. Who wasn't good enough for this team and who was. So that's an awesome thing looking forward. We're going to learn from these mistakes, hopefully. I really don't want to be... Actually, no, I do want to be in that situation next year when there's a close game. Because I want to see how we react. And just a little bit of composure, man. Need a few more leaders out there. And some of our leaders may have let us down in the last couple of weeks in certain moments of the game. I loved George Hewitt, and I was gutted he missed that last month of footy. That was a big loss. Charlie Curnow won the Coleman medal for Carlton. So Harry Mackay won it last year, and Charlie Curnow won it this year. Back-to-back years, a Carlton player has won the top goal scorer. Unbelievable stuff. It's a huge positive. And we did perform well with all these injuries. We did. We were in every single game. And we kept fighting and fighting. It's just a shame that we let those last 2 games go, man. Now, which brings me to the Carlton Collingwood game. Man, the first quarter, goalless. Inexcusable in a must-win game. Goalless, man. I mean, how the fuck can you win a game like that? Now, the second quarter, we kicked a couple in a row, and then Collingwood answered back. The third quarter, we kicked 8 goals. This is typical Carlton, man. Goalless, 2 goals, 8 goals. And then in the last quarter, we kicked 0 goals. So 2 goalless quarters in a must-win game to make finals. You tell me what's going to happen. And we only lost by 1 point. So just imagine, man, if we play 3 quarters. Just imagine if we play 4 quarters of footy. That's why I have faith in this team. Because next year, I guarantee you, Vossi won't put up with that shit, man. And, man, I don't want to blame umpires because we all know they're horrendous and they've got a horrendous job, really. There's too many fucking rules. But man, there was one instance in that last quarter at the beginning because the momentum from the third continued on to the fourth. In that first 5-10 minutes, man, we're all over Collingwood. Patrick Cripps took a mark 10 metres out. And in the background of this, Quaynor has pushed Silvani, who then fell into another Collingwood player. I can't remember who it was at the moment. Maybe Jeremy Howe. That play's kind of like fallen over. Patrick Cripps should be going for goal here. 10 metres out, man. He would have kicked the goal. And the umpire overturned this. Overturned the mark and gave a Collingwood free kick. Man, if Cripps kicked that goal, who knows what would have happened. And I'm not going to blame that at all. But I'm just saying this because we've been saying it on the channel for ages. Little stupid shit like that can cost a team. I said it weeks ago. I'll fucking clip it. I'll show you next week. I hate these fucking umpires, man. They drive me nuts. And seriously, little things like that can cost the team at the end of the day. Now, it didn't cost us in this situation because, man, we had a million fucking one chances. But if you want to really narrow it down to the 1%ers, man, that was one of them. There was many. But yeah, man, we did it to ourselves. We had that mental relapse against Adelaide, man. That was the biggest concern for me 4 weeks ago when we lost to Adelaide. A team that we smashed. We fucking smashed them early in the year. There was really no excuse that we couldn't go up there and not win that game. So that was the first concern I had with the Carlton Blues, man. And it just went all downhill from there. And even I could break this Carlton-Collingwood game down with 100 instances where we should have won this game. And there was one even right at the end, man, and this is the inexperience. It was Corey Durden, about 55 out, with a minute to go. Similar to the Melbourne game, we covered this. There was a minute to go. Bomb that fucking footy long, we're down by a point, and rush a fucking behind. Then it's a draw. A draw gets you in finals. I was just shocked, man. Instead, he tries to find Charlie Curnow or Harry, I don't know who it was, in the pocket. Turnover, there was no one near the ball. Man, have a bit of awareness. Have a bit of fucking awareness, man. The scoreboard, you're down by a point. There's got to be hardly any time left. Get it down there as far as you can, man. A point will get you in finals. It's just unbelievable, man. That was just one of many. Like I said, I honestly, I can't go into the game and give you all the details like I usually do. Because, man, I'll fucking cry. Seriously. It just, anyway. It happened, man. And we'll learn. We'll learn from it. Hopefully. And we'll be back here again next year. This is how the final ladder looked, man. Geelong on top, Melbourne, Sydney, Collingwood all make the top 4. So the Pies snuck in with that win. Fremantle, 5th, they get a home final against the Doggies, and Brisbane, a home final against Richmond in the elimination games. So this is what it looks like on paper, man. So some interesting matchups there. I think Geelong will edge Collingwood there. That's going to be a banger, though. It honestly could go anyway. I'm expecting Fremantle to beat Bulldogs as well at home. And I reckon Richmond will upset the Lions. I have a big sneaky feeling the Tigers will be up and about for that one. And then you've got Melbourne versus Sydney, which will be a cracker. Melbourne are hitting some decent form, so that's going to be interesting. I think Melbourne will just get up. But there you go, man. That is for the AFL. And we'll cover it, man. Just because Carlton season over doesn't mean that we won't cover these games. We're going to review them. We're going to get into them with detail, man. I'm so keen to see what happens. Actually, no, I'm not. Right now, I'm not. Every time footy comes on the radio or TV or my phone, Facebook, something pops up, man, I don't want to see it. I can't yet. It kills me, man. I'm still hurting. But my mood changed. My mood changed, man. Because of what happened Tuesday morning. Where is it? Reverse cameras don't do well with me, man. Manchester United. The Red Devils beat Liverpool, our arch rivals, man. And it was absolutely phenomenal. I was loving every second of this. I don't know where this team came from, man. I really don't. Let's get into the EPL results while we're at it. So Spurs just beat Wolves. Wolves were really, really good that night. They were unlucky not to score and get away with a point at least. But Spurs, they won. They dug deep. Palace beat Villa 3-1. Everton 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. Fulham 3-2 against Brentford at home. Great stuff there for Fulham, getting their first win, I believe. Southampton beat Leicester away. That's a massive win for them. Arsenal are on top of the table with a huge win at Bournemouth. Gabriel Jesus is just on fire. Leeds with a huge upset of the round against Chelsea. They smashed them 3-0. And don't know what's going on there at Chelsea. West Ham lost at home. So Brighton are cooking with some fish grease. And Man City dropped points. Newcastle got a well-deserved point there. They were unbelievable against Man City. And then United won 2-1 against Liverpool. And man, oh my God, this was amazing. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, man, to be honest. And I don't think anyone really could. I expected us to cop it and absolutely get pounded. But that didn't happen, man. Let's get into the quick review of this one. From the get-go, from literally the first whistle, man, the intensity was right up. So Ten Hag dropped Ronaldo and Harry Maguire. So he went with Malacia, left back, Tyrell Malacia, Martinez and Varane centre backs, and he stuck with Dalot right back. So automatically, I had a bit of confidence without Harry Maguire, man. Midfield, he stuck with Eriksen, Bruno. Ronaldo got dropped, obviously. Rashford was starting, and Elanga got a start. So that was interesting. So he completely changed the squad, man. And, man, from the first minute, the crowd's up and about. They're roaring. Casemiro got introduced to the Old Trafford crowd, which was just absolutely pumping. It was a special night at the Theatre of Dreams, man. And they unveiled him, and I'm very excited to see him play, and he's going to boost that midfield. Scott McTominay got a start still, which I was very shocked about. But I don't think that will last. But, man, I have been ripping into these players non-stop, and they produced a great performance. And even the Truth, man, the Truth has ripped into him hard last week. Very, very bad. And I think he even, might want to apologise or something. I don't know. Truth, what do you reckon?
No. I am not apologising for last week, man. All that was tough love. And they deserved it. And they needed it. Because look what happened, man. Y'all beat Liverpool. Sometimes you need to get angry and tell the truth. And that's exactly what I do here, man. So if y'all don't like it, then suck on these. Because I don't care. And just remember this. I'm the truth. And you are the lie, man. Now get the fuck out of here.
Alright. Alright, man. Well, no apologies from the Truth. Well, man, that sometimes you got to give a bit of tough love, hey? But, yeah, like I said, man, the intensity, the energy, it was all there. The crowd was buzzing, man. It was like a Champions League night type of atmosphere there. But, yeah, man, there was just a hunger and determination. You could tell, man. We were tackling players for once. Actually tackling players. So in the 10th minute, McTominay won a ball back. Sent through Bruno, who then square ball cut across the box to Elanga, who was one-on-one with Alisson. First time, finesse shot, right foot, hits the post. Crowd lost it. Should have been 1-0. Should have buried it. But then moments later, man, he made up for it because in the 15th minute, counter-attack, We got the ball from defence to attack, kept it. Martinez, first time ball with his left foot out to the wing where Elanga was. He had a brilliant, beautiful 1-2 with Eriksen, who sent him back in the box, cut it to Sancho. Sancho has faked a shot. Milner's gone across, fell for it. Van Dijk is standing there with his arms behind his back, like he was being arrested. Did not push forward onto Sancho, and Sancho had sent Alisson the other way as well with this little fake shot. And he's just found the little gap in the bottom left corner and buried it, man. And that sent the Old Trafford faithful absolutely nuts. Berserk. Great scenes. Crazy stuff. Great goal. Great finish by Sancho. And then you saw Milner losing his shit at Virgil van Dijk for that one, because he didn't go out to him, man. Could have saved a goal there. Later on, 25th minute, Eriksen forced a save out of Alisson with a free kick. That was going into the top corner. It was swinging in. Very nice stuff. Good save by Alisson. 28th minute, Henderson squandered a chance at the edge of the box. Someone cut it back to him. I think it was Diaz, possibly? I can't remember. But anyway, in the 40th minute, Martinez cleared what would have been an own goal to Bruno. I don't know what the fuck Bruno was doing. He literally smashed it from 5 yards out off a corner. I can't believe this didn't go in. And yeah, man, Liverpool kind of found their feet in the last 10 to 15 minutes of that first half. But we thoroughly deserved to be in front, and it was 1-0 at the break, man. Like I said, all game, all 90 minutes, this determination and hunger was there, and urgency and desperation to win. I haven't seen that in a long time, man. A long, long time. Second half, the first chance really was Martial came on and for Elanga, and he sent through Rashford, who was one-on-one, and finally Marcus Rashford scored. I've been very hard on him, and it was brilliant to see, man. And hopefully that gets him going. And yeah, it was fantastic scenes. 2-0 up. 56 moments later, Alisson, a great save off Rashford. He could have had a double here. He shot at bottom corner, first time shot from Varane, who controlled it nicely, laid it off for him, but just a great save there. Moments later, Elliott for Liverpool had a shot, hit the side netting, not really that close. De Gea was forced to make a save out of Fabinho with a header from a corner in the 67th minute. Rashford had another chance, got past a few players and blasted it over the bar. He should have really went for the placement shot there, but I think he got overly excited. And then Salah scored in the 81st minute, man. A bit of a scrambled ball off a corner and ended up headering it in. And that was pretty much it, man. It was 2-1. United played 90 minutes. Unfortunate to cop that goal, but we deserved to win, man. We were the better side. We were hungrier. I don't know what happened with Liverpool. We caught them on a bad day. But man, this win, as good as it was, will mean nothing if we don't back it up against Southampton on Saturday night. But I'm very, very happy, man. It made my mood a little bit better after Carlton during the week. So, man, that's the standard. We have set the standard now of how we should play. And anything below that will fail, seriously, because that took 90 minutes of focus, man. 90 plus minutes of focus to get the win over a great Liverpool side. And they had a couple injuries as well. But man, it's at the end of the day, it's just a great win. And we've got to continue that form. And I'm very excited, and I have a bit of confidence now. And I've got to give full credit to Erik ten Hag for dropping those players and selecting this side, man. I'm so happy with Malacia, man, at left back. He was fantastic. I think, like we said last week, he's got to start over Shaw from now on. But every match is different, man, so matchups will be different. So let's see what Erik ten Hag does. Ronaldo, I was gutted for him, man. At this point, I want him to find a club, a Champions League club, and get out of here. Get out of this team. Because, honestly, man, I just don't see him starting consistently. I think Erik ten Hag has his plans, and I don't know if Ronaldo's going to be consistently starting in this side. I love him. He's the GOAT for me. But, man, I think it might be time to, if he finds the right club, let him go, man. Let him chase his Champions League records. I mean, he's getting towards the end of his career. let him do what he wants. And yeah, man, I don't blame him at all. But he looked very happy when Sancho scored. So, look, if he does stay, I'm sure he'll give it 110%. So let's see what happens there. There's rumours that we're going to sign some more players. I freaking hope so, man. Because I don't want to get too excited at that performance. Because we caught Liverpool on a bad day. And honestly, we are known to fuck up. So we could literally just completely waste this momentum against Southampton. But let's hope not. Let's hope we can keep it up. That's pretty much it, man, for the EPL and the AFL. Actually, there was the All-Australian team that came out. 3 Carlton players made it, which I was very happy about. So we got Tom Stewart, Steve May, Manutd from Collingwood out the back with Sinclair, Sam Taylor and Adam Sard. Was wrapped at that. Miller, Oliver, Mills, Gawn, Cripps, Neil are your midfielders. Petrarca, Cameron, Shai Bolton, Charlie Curnow, Tom Hawkins and Stengel in the forward line. And then you got your interchange with Blitzarves, Brayshaw, Heaney and Connor Rosie as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of players that missed out, man. And we can go into that next episode. But that is your All-Australian 22, man. But yeah, Manchester United versus Southampton. I'm very excited. We'll see what happens. We're going to review that after the weekend. And we'll do a little episode midweek next week for the footy finals as well. Hopefully I'm over this Carlton Blues tragedy that happened, man. Honestly, gutted. Just gutted. But man, life goes on. We've got to get over it and move on to some bigger things and work hard in that preseason, man. And do it all again next year. So there you go, man. That's it for me, guys. Make sure, if you're enjoying the channel, to subscribe, guys. I see a lot of viewers and a lot of views, and last episode did very well. We're just starting off here, but man, if you're enjoying it, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on the videos, click the bell for all notifications. You know the drill. And man, got to mention our sponsors, Sunnyside Sliced, the best New York pizza in town, man. Go check them out. Unbelievable stuff there. And man, that's it from me. I love you all. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for people who reached out to me during the week after Carlton lost and didn't make finals, man. I appreciate all the love and I love you all. Until next time, man, take care of yourselves and shut up. Let's go home. Take it easy. Goodbye.